A lot of things are said about Xbox over the years, and I think it's pretty interesting that the narratives that are kind of put out there are slowly but surely dying in a kind of crazy way due to the fact that, Microsoft has made sure that these developers have time, money, resources to do what they needed to do. It's unfortunate that we had like the pandemic to kind of get through, where a lot of developers were locked down and made, the working on these games incredibly slow. But, when you see the fact that, so many of these narratives are now kind of in the wayside, this is one of those things that really kind of goes to show exactly why Microsoft has been able to kind of change the narrative and do things that people thought, frankly, they wouldn't be able to do. So, yeah, pretty crazy to see this actually happen. And I wanted to get into it because I think it's really cool to see people talking about it and talking about Xbox in such a positive way. So anyway, I wanted to get right into it. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out the video because it should be a good one. Now, listen, one of the narratives is that people on Xbox, they don't buy games, they don't do this, they don't do that. We're starting to see a little bit of change there as well. As we're seeing right now, Game Pass subscribers are buying Starfield's $35 early access offer. A lot of people are really worried or pocket watch Microsoft. They go, oh, well, how can Microsoft make any money with this? How can Microsoft make any money? Oh, games that go on Game Pass are low quality, they're this, they're that. Now we see that that's not the case at all, and so it's been a little bit of a change seeing how this kind of stuff happens. But as noted, both the US and UK versions of the Xbox Store list the Premium Edition upgrade at number 1 on their top paid games list. Further analysis shows that the upgrade is number 1 in almost every other country that has the Premium Edition upgrade available for purchase itself, including Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, India, New Zealand, Japan, and every eligible European country. While it should come as no surprise that the most anticipated Xbox exclusive in years should be top of the Xbox chart, it's the fact that it's specifically the Premium Edition upgrade that's most notable. The Premium Edition upgrade is currently available for Xbox Game Pass subscribers, all of whom will get the standard edition of Starfield on September 6th anyway as part of their subscription. So while the Premium Edition upgrade is also available for players who have pre-ordered the standard edition of the game, it costs more to buy the standard edition and the Premium Edition upgrade than it does to just buy the Premium Edition on its own. So it can be assumed then that most upgrade customers are Game Pass subscribers. As such, the chart listing suggests that a large number of Game Pass subscribers are still willing to pay an extra $35 on top of their subscription cost for Premium Edition features. Since the most notable addition of these features is a story expansion that isn't available at release and early access to the game from September 1st, it can be assumed that many of the players paying for the Premium Edition did so for the ability to play it early, which is a pretty big thing. The trend isn't exclusive to the Xbox Store either, as noted by Game Industry Biz. The physical version of the Premium Edition upgrade, which is just a box with a download code for the Premium Edition upgrade, entered the UK charts at number 7. According to this, Starfield Premium Upgrade has actually made the top 10 in the UK physical charts. It's at number 7. That's impressive for a code in a box that just unlocks the game a few days early for Game Pass subscribers. A nice little earner, this mini early access. I wonder if it'll catch on. So Microsoft has been doing that for a little bit. Believe it or not, they've done it with like the Forza games and things like that to quite a bit of success. So we do see that they have been able to kind of get some success out of this as well, and it's nice to see that Microsoft will be able to kind of make some money on top of money. And again, it doesn't really hurt anybody. If you're a Game Pass subscriber that didn't want to pay early access, you still get the game at launch on Xbox, through Game Pass, so I think that's a really cool thing as well. But it is nice to see that, and I think they're pushing almost 300,000 early access people on Steam as well, which again, the Steam people don't get the Game Pass version. So if they bought the early access game, it means they paid $100 for the game itself, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. And again, it just goes to show that people will buy games if they're quality. People will subscribe to Game Pass if the quality is there, and if they're the games that people really are kind of expecting to sort of nail the aesthetic and things like that. So Microsoft, I think, has done a pretty good job with that to make sure that these games are what they should be. So that's incredibly nice to see. And again, Microsoft, I think, has done a pretty damn good job with this, making sure that people are doing that. So anyway, the Premium Edition of the game, like I said, has seen healthy activity on Steam. The game hit more than 230,000 concurrent players in its first 2 hours, despite only being in its early access period, and has continued to see almost 250,000 concurrent players. It showed that players were willing to buy a premium edition on Steam rather than wait for the game to come to PC Game Pass on September 6th. Critical reception of the game has been largely positive, scoring an 88 on Metacritic and 87 respectively. According to VGC, where I get this, and I'll link this in the description, the Starfield review calls it the ultimate Bethesda game, saying it takes the people loved about Fallout and Skyrim and casts it across an enormous galaxy. So yeah, really nice to see that. Nice to see people kind of get excited for this yet again, you know, this game. And I gotta say, after putting 20 plus hours into the game myself, it's just incredible. And I think the most incredible thing about it is, for someone like me who usually doesn't do this, I found myself mostly just kind of not doing a lot of the main quests and stuff. I've just been kind of doing my own thing, kind of being a space pirate. Believe it or not, it's like one of those games where, hey, I'm a pirate, let me board this ship, you know, let me take care of everybody and then take their stuff and then go back to my ship, right? I mean, that's basically what I've been doing. Let me sell off the contraband to try to upgrade my fleet and that kind of stuff. So I think that it's really cool. Like, if you think about it in a way that's kind of fun, if you guys might remember back to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, it was kind of like how people would just go out on the seas and, you know, take other ships and, you know, board other ships and that kind of stuff. It's sort of that aesthetic, and I can see why so many people are kind of attracted to that as gamers. So yeah, love seeing that as well. And nice to see overall just the general acceptedness of Starfield, and everybody's been really cool with it. Everybody's been sharing the stuff online. I know I've been sharing a lot of screenshots and stuff like that, so I think everybody is kind of on that same page. And this is a big one, you know. This is like the game. This is like the game that so many people have been like waiting for, and I think that's the important thing. And seeing it be such a success, and a point when everybody was like, oh, well, how can they ever have like a success, or how can they ever do this, or how can they ever do that? I thought that was really something that was kind of silly, in my opinion, to ever kind of you know, weird to kind of obsess about or anything like that. So yeah, anyway, this is really cool stuff to see, and I hope that each and every one of you that are playing the game are enjoying it, playing it early or whatever. Maybe you're not going to play it early, maybe you're going to play it a little bit later, but we'll see what happens. You know, hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. We'll see. You know, again, it's going to be interesting to see what's up. Anyway, I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch my video. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like on the video and, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.